What is going on, guys? Liz over here at Pantry Creations Farm. Welcome back to my channel. We are headed into the pantry today, but first I have a couple things I need to do out back, and that is actually check on some zucchini and see if there's anything that needs to get harvested today. Even though canning season hasn't started, I wanted to show you guys what's in the pantry just so we can see how full it gets later on when we're dealing with the abundance. Welcome to the greenhouse, guys. This is where I have most of my peppers and my cucumbers, and so I want to see if there's any cucumbers in here for us today. We've got some English cucumbers over there. Here's one here, and some pickling cucumbers. So I'm going to grab a couple of these. We've got lots of peppers growing, but nothing really ripe yet. But I wanted to come in here and just check on these gardens because I like to water them every other day. Ooh, I say nothing ripe yet, but look, there's something red over there. Let's go see what it is. Ooh la la. It's a big one. Do you see any bugs? Oh, I see some beans that are ready too.
Dead leaf, so that's a good indicator.
I have traps.
Yeah, you gotta get them out. They don't do you any good.
I just picked a handful of beans, but after I make this video, I'm gonna come back and see if there's more. Something we grabbed in from the garden lately is some cabbage. So I did some coleslaw with my carrots from the garden and the cabbage from the garden. Another thing we've been doing from a farm down the street, I grabbed some more blueberries and I did some more blueberry juice and preserved the blueberries. I also did some pints of those too. Here this season we did the strawberry preserves and the strawberry juice. We did all those blueberry jams together, the low sugar blueberry, and we did that wild berry jam too, which is going to be really good. And we did that with the fruit salad that I blended for my 4th of July, so I love that. The other thing we did besides that was the carrots, because I haven't really been getting that much out of the garden. Our season is really behind. Since I'm in zone 5, I'm really just finishing up preserving all of the cold weather crops. So most of that got done in the freeze dryer this year. And I have been doing basil and all of my teas, but I've been doing that upstairs. I'm going to show you guys that setup too. I still had some rutabagas from last year, so I didn't even put those in the garden this year. My kohlrabi did horrible this year, but I still have 4 jars of kohlrabi coleslaw, and I just did the other coleslaw, so we should be good in that department. Pepper relish I did a ton of last year, so I'm going to skip that totally this year. And I still have a lot of pickled peppers left too, so we're going to focus on hot sauces this year. Probably going to do another batch of my apple pepper jelly because that is definitely my favorite thing. But besides that, I think I have enough of the pepper jelly, unless I did maybe a red one. We are officially out of sauce, so the first tomatoes that come out of the garden are definitely going to be made into some fresh sauce. But after that, I do have a list of tomato products that I need to make. One is that taco sauce, definitely enchilada, and I do need to make some spicy salsa. I think I have enough of the Mrs. Wages from last year, but it's the spicy one that we need to redo. And you know what? I really enjoyed having that peach salsa, so I think we'll definitely do that once the peaches come into season. One thing with peaches I think I want to add this year for some jam is I want to do a peach bourbon jam. I heard that that's really good. And then peaches and light syrup is normally how I like to preserve them because I'll even eat fresh peaches for breakfast. I just figured for tonight's dinner I would grab something because we're going to do some chicken wraps, and something that I would put on it is some corn and pepper salsa, but I don't see any in here, so I'm definitely going to add that to my list for this year. Some of the stuff I'm doing for teas this year are my bee balms and echinacea, and look at how pretty they look, all dehydrated. Love those. Then we have some catnip. And we've got my mulleins, leaf and flower. We've got some chamomile and some borage. And I need to get my trays all filled back up so we can do another round of all of this stuff. Here's my dehydrating setup in here just with the air conditioning because it's nice and dry, and I'm just leaving the door open. I'm not even running this thing. And just air drying on some mats. Thanks for joining us at the farm, everyone. I hope that you enjoyed this video. Make sure you give it a thumbs up, share it with your friends. Let me know what you're crossing off your grocery list this year, and try to make it homemade.